Hello everyone. So, welcome back to the channel. Today we made two positions, well, three really. We made one short and two longs, one break even and two TPs. So, well, let's start seeing what was going on with the market. As you can see, wait, first, the macro analysis. What is going on here? So, as you obviously know, we have here our dealing range. And on the dealing range, as you can see, I marked the most important zones here. As you can see, this low volume node that worked as support, this one that can work as resistance, also this one that work for here, and this one because it is in the low volume area. Also, I marked this consolidation that it is between the two low volume nodes. I marked this one and I marked this one. I'm missing the point of control. I don't think I didn't use it, but well, it doesn't hurt anybody to have it, right? So that's everything for the charting. And now let's see how the positions went. First, remember, we're on replay. This is not a live market, this is replay. I'm using it to show you guys how I enter, like the real-time logic. All right? So, first we look at our cash session. As you can see, uh, we have this low volume area from the previous consolidation. On the electronic trading hours, or Asia and London, whatever you want to call them, we had this huge uptrend. So, well, today obviously we're going to be bullish. So I'm looking mainly for long trades. And yeah, as you can see, we had this zone that it was from 23,539, 23,539. Let me mark it for you, 23,539. Maybe here, right? Yeah, 38, whatever. So this is the zone of the low volume area from before. 139. Yeah, and 23,411. Let me do that. 23,4. I mean, it's 11. It's pretty far down. 11. 11. Yeah, as you can see from the cash session of the previous session, this one was the low volume area. If you want to see it, you just so yeah, guys, as you can see, I pretty much found it. Um, this is the last session volume profile, and yeah, as you can see, the low volume area of the cash session. I mean, it's exact same. Maybe this one a little bit higher, like this. But yeah, whatever. What I'm trying to tell you is that we probably want to revisit this low volume area for a potential uptrend. I don't have that, but potential. Uh, can I wait? That I don't have like an arrow or something. A potential uptrend, right? A potential uptrend. So yeah, we are bullish on the day. So to begin with, I mean, I let the market. I mean, I'm on the 15 minute. I don't like this. Yeah, this one is better. Mm, let's see. So yeah, now that we're on the range chart, I mean, I had to wait a little bit because this opening was pretty boring. There was nothing really going on the opening. And yeah, I mean, let me put my big trades. Max trade size, I have it at 20. Yeah, that's kind of better. And yeah, I mean, here we can look for, we can look at the dealing range of this microstructure. And as you can see here, we have low volume node. That's interesting. So let me mark this very quickly. So also, I mean, we're pretty much consolidating. Uh, we're pretty much consolidating. So I want to go like this and mark the, where is this? Value area low, remember? Value area high. There you go. And the point of control. There you go. And now we wait. Okay, so we're pretty close to my first entry. It was at this point. As you can see, we only had like, well, this failed auction. We have a bunch of trap selling. Also here, look at those contracts. Aggressive selling and aggressive buying here, but we're also starting to see aggressive buying again here. So this one is pretty much consolidation. So how am I going to trade this consolidation again? Remember, we check quickly the dealing range. Let me see here. My dealing range. There you go. Our low volume node. It is also on the low volume area. That's a plus. That's better for us. We have aggressive selling at the top, and we're also touching the point of control. So this was my first entry. It was a short. So the short that I'm looking for, let me hide this. I'm looking for a little bit more of. Okay, yeah, here. Here's good. We protect ourselves here and profit all the way down here there. So we protect. This is like a 1 to 5, 1 to 2. I don't know, like a 1 to 1.5 maybe. And yeah, I mean, we enter on the test of the point of control. We entered a little bit earlier. We could have waited a little bit longer, but I entered very late. Or you can enter a little bit later, but after it bounced from the point of control, and you will have more confirmation than if you just enter right away. So yeah, let's see this. And a little bit we have kind of drawdown here. I mean, if you want to be more aggressive with stop loss, you can literally do it above the point of control. Very more aggressive stop loss, but also better risk to reward. Look at this. This is a 1 to 3. This one was 1.6. A 1 to 1.6. So yeah, we pretty much, after we see rejection here with aggressive volume, look at that volume that we built. I mean, look at the big trades indicator. That's 100 contracts in a single level. That's aggressive. Wow. Oh my. Yeah, this chart moves so fast. I don't like it. So yeah, let's see. And let's skip the time a little bit. Let's see how the trade went. And eventually, of course, we touched profit here. There you go. And also that I was looking at this, let me shrink this. I was planning for buys because again, if we look at the bias here, the bias is kind of bullish, right? The cash session, this and this, were already opened with higher point of controls, as you can see in the RTH trade chart. As you can see, we are having higher point of controls. So this pretty much tells me that this movement that started on the 26th of March, all this movement might be a failed auction here. Because we're already making higher. I mean, we're not going lower, we're going higher. Maybe we want to even test the point of control. So for the next days, I'm bullish. And speaking of bullish, now that I see this, we have aggressive selling that it is being absorbed. I'm looking at the delta, and I see, well, we're kind of building downwards momentum. So I'll just wait a little bit, and I just waited and waited, and let's see what happened here. As you can see here, here. Okay, stop. As you can see here, we have aggressive buying volume at the bottom on the low volume node. And on the delta, I mean, yeah, we're still doing a little bit lower lows in the delta. Also on the price, don't get me wrong. But this was the position that I said, you know what? I'm going to enter here. I need to wait for the candle closure. And a little bit of aggressive momentum on these candles. There you go. I look at this 152 and I was like, okay, man, you know what? This is a plus. So I went here, and initially it went kind of good. You know, I mean, we're in profit, whatever. But I'm still seeing like, oh, you know, there are aggressive selling. I mean, yes, there is big, big buyers here, but I'm looking a little bit at aggressive selling. Look at that. How is it moving? And eventually, let me do this. Eventually, I decided to exit break even because I was not very comfortable with the move. So I exited break even. I think it was at this point 152. I was also kind of afraid of these buyers being absorbed. And yeah, I exited break even. I'm still looking for that long, but I need for this buying pressure to cease. I need more aggressive volume or aggressive sellers to get absorbed. And then I decided to wait. Selling absorption. I mean, if we look at the delta, we can see how the overall market's going. Yeah, we're consolidated. We're not making, you know, higher highs. No, we're not building uh, buying pressure. And as you know, when you consolidate in a low volume node, pretty much always means that there is indecision. Like, do buyers want to not trade here, or the market is just rebalancing it? But when the market rebalance low volume nodes, it pretty much is a no trade day. But I did it anyways because I know how to trade this. So on here, yeah, we can start seeing a lot of aggressive volume here with the indicator, and we're starting to build upwards momentum. And as you know, we like those. We like that. So I'm waiting here. I mean, we have a consolidation for a retest. So maybe a little bit higher retest to the point of control, and I enter. So let's see here. Was that a retest of the point of control? I think it was. I didn't enter it. Oh, what a dumb. Oh, maybe I can wait for another one. No, because I entered a little bit later in the market. I entered at around 10 a.m. So let's wait a little bit to my real entry. Yeah, because I didn't enter here. Uh, yeah, and again, a lot of buying momentum. And on here, I mean, let me put this. Uh, yeah, one. Okay, yeah, as you can see, we also kind of, again, failed breakouts here. A lot of failed breakouts. Selling pressure is not being compensated. As you can see on the delta, we're actually building upwards momentum, and this is an entry. And for the entry, maybe test a little bit the point of control. Let's see if I can put an order here. A little bit down, a little bit downwards. Oh wait, it shifted. So okay, yeah, point of control. We pretty much cover ourselves under the fair value, the low volume node, sorry, and profit all the way here. And look at that. I mean, we enter here. That is, wait, I moved that. A 1 to 5 risk reward. That's pretty okay. Let's do this. Show levels no update. And well, no, yeah, cover ourselves here. We don't want any unnecessary risk. And let's see how the trade went, obviously. So we started with a little bit of drawdown, doesn't bother us. And eventually, well, we went up. This was kind of really hard because as you can see, we're producing signals of here trap selling. No, never mind, this is easy. I mean, trap selling on the top. Buyers are trying, sellers, I mean, are trying to defend the previous level here. What I'm afraid, the only thing that I can be afraid during this trade, it is the point of control. This point of control. Why? Because again, before it worked for us as a pivot point, and I don't want it to be a pivot point against my trade. So the only thing that we have to monitor it is the point of control, okay? The POC. So again, we enter a little bit in drawdown, doesn't matter. Let's see, we're approaching the point of control. Look at that, aggressive selling. I'm going to cover my stop loss a little bit lower. No, a little bit shorter. I'm going to be strict with it. If the market goes down, I don't want to risk any profit, any unnecessary balance. So let me delete this. So as you can see, aggressive selling. I mean, some people see this and they say, okay, I have to exit. There is a lot of aggressive selling happening here. Wait a minute, just wait a little bit. Aggressive selling doesn't always mean reversal. It can mean also absorption. There is a lot of aggressive selling here under the point of control. If the buyers take over those sellers, I'm pretty sure that we will hit profit instantly. We'll hit profit instantly. Why? Because aggressive sellers are getting absorbed. That means that this area right here, it is now our path of least resistance. And as our path of least resistance, it's profit immediately. So let's see what happened here. Look at that. Also, we have aggressive buying. a little bit of drawdown. I mean, I already covered my stop loss a little bit tighter. I don't want to risk a lot. And we're consolidating on here. But eventually, look at that. Buyers took control. And as buyers are taking control, also looking at my position, maybe risk free. I don't want to risk any money, so I go to break even here. If we pass this squeeze right here, I can guarantee we're touching profit. So let's see how it went. So after that squeeze, I'm going to move my stop loss a little bit higher, so I don't risk any more money. Yeah, as you can see now, sellers are getting a little bit on control. Buyers retake it. Again, we touch the squeeze and look at that acceleration. We have acceleration on the price. Now, this is the path of least resistance. A lot of buying contracts. This is TP. This is TP, my friend, and we can move. I mean, the stop loss a little bit on the point of control, but eventually, we touch TP. And those were the two trades that I took today. I mean, three, but well, one break even. I could have hold this one longer. I didn't, but as you can see, this at one speed, by the way. Look at how fast that's moving. Remember, low volume nodes, it doesn't necessarily mean reversion or whatever. It's also path of least resistance. Look how easy buyers are passing through this zone, because this is a low volume node. Look at how quickly and easy buyers have it. So I exited because I don't want to risk the possibility of aggressive buyers, aggressive selling, stepping in and eventually taking me out. No, that's why I exit just before we touch the zone. But also you could have hold this pretty much a lot and eventually it went up. It is a path of least resistance. There is no selling resistance here really. And maybe aim to the higher low volume node. So that would have been an amazing trade. If you take that, congratulations. But I didn't. I don't hold my trades that long. So that was pretty much everything for today. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe and follow, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ah.